should probably not make as much noise as I do, but I do. Anyways, welcome back to the stream, and you come back to me playing Cities Skylines yet again after a ridiculous 12-hour long episode last time. We had a few events occur, we had a few disasters occur. We've even had quite a lot of rebuilding happening now, so. And one of the key things to note is that two of our recent subscribers actually got roads named after them. We've got the Mitchell Latchford Lane, we've also got Lolly the Derp Road. More roads potentially may get named. It's most likely going to be roads that don't have a name in my rebuild, such as these alleyways. As the game progresses, we might find that more roads will become available to be named for you guys, so let's do that, we'll do that. I mean, I've got these odd little paths between the rough neighbourhoods. Was that my cousin I shagged? And we've got the Rapey Alley, which goes down to Rapey Street, which is a fictional road. It was just to give people somewhere to park. And also an excuse to not build houses there. So yes, the city's slowly getting bigger. We've managed to expand out this way. I'm worried that the scale of my city is a bit too large. That's a problem. So I might need to shrink it at some point, so I might see some of this being rebuilt smaller over here. Or perhaps maybe utilising this actual coastline here. Had a bit of a tsunami. Water everywhere. Unfortunately nothing's getting done with it because, let's face it, no. It says tsunami, but what I see is basically just high tide. That's all that is. High tide. Quite a bit off sea level here. Sea should be more up here. So I think we're alright. We're not too low down for disasters. Still got an issue with garbage not being collected. He's full. Is he actually going to go and collect? I think he is actually going to go and collect. And he didn't. I mean, we've got a few mods recently we just downloaded. However, don't appear to have enabled them because I'm an idiot. That should do nicely. Because I'm an idiot, I forgot to enable the mod that I just downloaded. I've installed a few new mods. We've got Fine Road Anarchy that lets me do the stupidly sharp corners. Fine Road Tools, which lets me do some more, you know, like very, very shallow slopes and stuff like that as opposed to steep slopes. Also got Sun Shafts, which is a beautification mod for the game. makes the sun look a lot better. And we also got Move It, which was recently featured on the Cities Skylines Reddit when somebody had moved a bus station and the wheels literally came off the bus. It's quite funny. So it's a mod that I've been looking for where you can move items without actually having to rebuild items. So I've put that on as well. Give that a go. Knowing my look though, the game's probably ready to crash. That does tend to happen when you go to the main menu as opposed to actually restarting the game. Let's free some RAM up there, that's a bit better. The game does not appear to be loading. Let's just go to my backup screen. We'll kill the game. Bye bye game! The game is dead. Restart the game. Games are launching. The loading bar's getting a lot further this time. The previous episode has just been made live onto the Cities Skylines playlist. If you want to set it up. Oh, so apparently the sun shafts doesn't work. Might have explained why there's a problem loading up the game. So we've got Fine Road Tools, we've got Move It, so we've got advanced vehicle options as well working, so we can also alter vehicles again. So here we can actually see electric cars now. Beautiful style of Jeep. It's not allowed. That's not allowed the old style to into the game because we don't really like that. Don't really like buggies either. Bicycles. Police cars not allowed to spawn, don't like that one. Apparently the Meteor is a vehicle in the game. Huh, who knew? So Cities Skylines Live Update episode 5 is now live on the playlist. It's also live on my channel if you want to have a look there. It is a 12-hour long video, so I would recommend you to skip through it. Hello Mitchell Latchford, yes. I just managed to get to the chat window now. Just bear with me 1 second, because I literally do not prepare when I start these videos. I just press play and then go, I've not done this. I've not done this either. Oh, what am I doing? So, right, yes. So the only mod that hasn't worked is the daylight mod for the sun. So, we won't be using that. However, we've got access to fine road tools, so we might find it might be a bit easier to build up some of these areas. For example, this roundabout here is far too big. When I say far too big, I mean literally far too big. So, I'll spur off this a little bit. I'll try and make this correct. And then, have a look at here. There's an anarchy button somewhere. Yeah. Total road anarchy. Let's just do whatever we want. So if I want to build a roundabout. It helps if I build it in a straight line. I can now build much smaller roads, which is what I want to do. That's all great. I don't like the idea that it's got parking. Oh, I forgot about the road maintenance depot. Might as well get one of those built. Let's stick it somewhere where it's probably not going to be affected by anything or anyone. The part of the road anarchy mod is that I can literally build on roads, which is really ridiculous. Our buses appear to be becoming unprofitable. It's probably down to the sheer number transferring between these two. Let's add a couple onto that route. Let's bring that up to... There's 14 stops, so what I might do is add... bring it up to 7. Bring it up to 7 as well. As they're identical routes just going in 2 different directions. Right. So that should hopefully reduce the influx of passengers. Storms again. We've still got a tsunami from last night. I've realised now where it was supposed to have hit. And it was just supposed to have hit the coast. But yeah. It's not really doing anything. I want to remove road markings in some areas, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. There's a lot of traffic going down these roads. Your stomach's phone is being stupid. The thing is, it might look like a lot of traffic, but with the system being well managed at the moment, you can see there's not much congestion. Everyone's getting to where they want to go. You know, a little bit of congestion I seem to have is when the buses want to stop here. What I might do is just increase this road. I want to make it bus only on one side. Did they seriously just stop there? The free road. It's all those storms you've been thinking about, Wally. Too excited. Big Ben's not been going off. It's turned off. They're doing works to the clock, aren't they? The clock faces and the whatnot, so whilst it's being refurbished, they've actually turned it off. It still tells the time, but the bell's not on, I don't think. You want to see the train crossings? Just so happens I found a train and a car, so you got the full package there. I'm gonna be right on time. Oh, look at him, that's what I was. Isn't that weird? Cedric Street. What road's that supposed to be? Oh, so that's Dalton Avenue. Which stops about there. Stops about there. And that is 2 Kesbury Avenue. Oh, excuse me. Why has it become a bridge? I didn't want it to become a bridge. That makes no sense. That was really random. Who is the fourth viewer? I am a boy. I'm not a young boy. This is probably the problem. Like, the people on the internet want to see girls, not boys. Double park all the way across the sky. Double rainbow! This is only possible thanks to road anarchy. It literally throws all the rules out the window. Like, you can build buildings on top of each other. You can literally just do whatever the fuck you want. Bus lines. This park was named in honour of Wally the Derp, who passed away because he was too excited of storms and railway crossings. When does the train station become heated? There we go. Also could heat up the crematorium down here. And also it can heat up people's shit as well. Keep people's shit warm. Heated pipes. You're warming up people's poo. But it smells more when it comes out. Ah dear. We'll name this skate park the Wally and the Derp. I can't spell today. Derp. Skate park. Easily accessible on Rapey Street. And we'll call the basketball court Mitchell Latchford Court. Again, also easily accessible on Rapey Street. Plenty of parking. They're not even trying to distance themselves, just back to back. You bastards! Supposed to be unbunching. Supposed to be unbunching. There's 6 stops there, fucking hell. Let's bring them up to 14. 14 Abu says. I am a robot. I am the most roboty robot you could ever robot. Except for that one that just got citizenship in Saudi Arabia, she's more roboty than me. I mean, she's like actual robot. I'm just robot. Caged you in, guys. You know I'd park here. Spooky power lines. Just the way God intended. I could do that just for now. It will be on the main power grid eventually when you know, things get built up a bit more. Can't believe how many people are moving in. Not even that great of a place to live, guys. My most expensive thing is garbage. Very expensive industry. All these recycling plants. Taxes. I've reduced my taxes slightly. I used to be at 11% at the halfway through yesterday's episode, but I've gone down to 9% because I can afford to go down. I generally stick to the rule: if you can afford to go down, because we don't need to turn anything down though. At the moment we're rolling it, we've got 4 million whatever's in the bank. I don't know what that is. Is it simoleons? That's the wrong franchise altogether. That's SimCity. Oh no, we don't need to turn them down. I fixed it. It's pounds. We've got £4.2 million. We don't need to send anything down right now. The problem is my cursor doesn't go on top of it. Oh well. Yeah. We've not done too bad considering we've had to bail out. There's a point where we had absolutely no money after a tornado and an earthquake had struck. We had to take the bailout, took all the loans we could, increased taxes, and eventually everything all paid for itself. So since then we've reduced taxes and services have been getting increased like no tomorrow, and still rolling in it. I mean, you can see here that public transport is 8.4% of my expense. The farming alone pays for that. Farming and offices alone. Every single item in game? Oh, I'm gonna have to make a mod. I'm just doing that on the main taskbar for now so I can call it pounds. I've got 4.2 million pounds, fuck knows what I'm spending. I'm just gonna give pounds, and if you don't like it you can lump it. There's a fire. Is there anybody who fancy a bit of bacon? I quite like bacon. I'm getting hungry thinking about bacon. Pigs stop to see the pigs on fire. Oh, here comes a helicopter. They brought the shit water over. They're dropping the sewage water onto the pigs. I don't think fertilizer helps grow pigs. There's a fire station right here, and 1 in 6 engines are in use. They could at least, you know, send the fire engine down this road. They're only round the corner. Lazy bastards. So we'll upgrade them. We'll make it a fire department as opposed to a fire station. Oh, that's where the fire helicopter was coming from. How about we just tell them, no more helicopters. I don't know where that car came from. There was just pigs in that farm. I'm not gonna pray for the pigs. I want to have nice smoked bacon. I mean, who doesn't want smoked bacon? No, if you think about it, if the pigs are on a farm next door to a slaughterhouse, they don't really have much to live for. They're going to get slaughtered either way. Fucking hell, a lot of people got off that train. That poor bus, it's full. Nothing wrong with a bit of death and destruction. There's nothing wrong with me, I'm just messing. What? You saw all the disasters last night except for the tsunami. Well, tsunami didn't really happen, it was a bit of a weak one, if I'm honest. It washed up, it was a high tide. Ah, thank you. Like if I'm just a bit zoned out at the moment, I'm just concentrating on the traffic here, making sure it flows okay. Are the people getting on off that train? I think someone's actually died at the bus stop. It took him so long for the bus to arrive. It was really late, so I died. They literally did croak at the bus stop. Oh, them two crashed into each other. Managed to reduce the congestion there by a few more, which is not too bad. Now still new ones coming out. Yeah, well, they are kind of true to life, the capacity on these buses, because the bus on the game, 30 people, it's 30 people seated. Now, I'm sure you've been on a bus where people stand. So I've been online and had a quick look before playing this, just tweaking them all a little bit and seeing the actual full capacity of these buses. Now I know 30 can stand on, well, about 30-40 can sit on the top deck, about 50 can sit on the bottom deck, as well as the people that can stand. You have about 20 people standing, makes it easily 110. Same with these buses. You get about 50 seated and then 20 standing. Different colour altogether there. Run, run, quick, catch your bus, people. It was currently 5 o'clock. Now the buses around here literally don't let too many people on. If it's fully seated, they'll let a few people come on and then stand. But if the doors aren't closing, they'll just tell people to get off. And sometimes if they're too full, they won't even stop at any stops. They'll just drive right past because no one's getting off and they're too full to pick anybody up. Quick everybody, run! Run to the bus stop! Run! Run! And the reason why these buses are bunching up so bad is because I've added quite a few more. And what they do is they'll wait at the stop. See this unbunching in progress, they'll wait so long for the next bus the bus beforehand to get a bit of distance behind them. So eventually they'll be a bit like clockwork, they'll just come and go as and when. I can't really follow on a train that far, Wally. If I follow on the train, it'll probably come in and go straight back out again, so you won't see much. There are some buses, they used to be bendy buses, but I think they've all been deregulated since, because I can't remember what was up with them now. London used to have a lot of bendy buses, but they've stopped using them, and I can't remember the reason why. We used to have a lot of Mercedes, Citaro, was it 0405s I think they were? I don't think the turning was the problem. I think it was to do with passenger safety. You got me wondering now, I'm going to have a quick look. Why does London not use bendy buses anymore? Yeah, in 2011, December 2011, the last bendy bus made its final journey. Apparently they're too big for some roads, but that's because the Mercedes Citaro was a very wide bus anyway. bendy buses could return to London as Transport Committee says they boost capacity and speed up journey times. This is what we used to have in London. These kind of bendy buses. They were very wide and they could make the journeys. It was just, I think with people parking everywhere. Now you imagine a bendy bus trying to make this turn, it's got to sweep round, leaving enough room for its arse end to get around as well. But if people park right on the edges of junctions, which is illegal in this country, but people do it anyway, it won't be able to make the turn. Yeah. I haven't heard of them, no. We've got quite a few different laws and rules and regulations that affect the buses that we can have. I mean, if we really could, we'd still be running just trying to find a decent picture for you. We would still be running buses as old as these, which are back to like 1970s, 1980s. But the only reason why they're banned off the public service is because they have steps to get up and on the bus. And that's why they're being decommissioned. Well, the last one was in service in, I think 2016, last year. Yeah, so it's actually illegal for a bus company in our country now to actually run a bus with floor stairs like that. So that's why all the buses we have now are low floors. So I think the oldest bus we can use now is yeah, that looks like one. So this bus here has been decommissioned, but this was one of the earliest ones that has a low floor. And it doesn't have a banister in the middle, so people can get on wheelchairs and prams and things like that. Even this is legal to use, but this has been decommissioned. And this was it's registered 1999, that bus. I mean, where I live in Great Britain, we're still using buses that are older than this. But they've been refitted, they've taken the bodies off, reworked the chassis, put a new body on with a low floor. So it's an old bus that used to require steps to get up and on, and they've repurposed it to have no steps. And with that company going down the drain anyway, they've gone bankrupt because they decided to use Scania for the chassis, and Scania didn't keep up with the orders. That business has gone out completely. It's like completely disappeared. Optair have taken it on board and they're starting to go downhill. So the top bus company we have now in England. They're actually based in Scotland, so they're not in England at all. So these are literally, I'm just going to show you these two. These are literally the most common buses we have. Oh, that's a good fucking preview. They're all low floors, there's no bendy buses at all, which are being ran. And the other alternative from this bus, that you'll probably see around the country, if you ever do come to England, is probably say one of these. Optair Solo. And also the refit model. And its bigger brother. The Versa. And they've recently started making something called Metro Deckers. But no one's really buying into them yet. Yes, so that's the standard bus we have in the UK. This is what you've sent me. There's a huge contrast. Huge difference. We're required to use these by law because of all the regulations, whereas this is what you're able to be using in other countries. So we've got buses made in Britain, built for Britain. It's crazy the difference though, isn't it? You wouldn't imagine seeing a lot of those older buses still on the road. Even though they're capable of doing it. I mean, some of our brand new buses, which have only been on the road for... Oh, they can build them whichever side they want. It doesn't have to be on that side. But even with the new buses that are coming out, I mean, there's some that are only 5 months old and they've done 250,000 miles to 500,000 miles already. And that's within a year and a half, up to 5 months to a year and a half's worth of use. They're doing that many miles. And that's just in a local town, they don't really go anywhere. How do I remove the road markings? Somebody's died at the chicken statue. But I can't see any dead bodies. There's a dog, it's going to go and eat it. This map is really not to scale. Ooh. I'll do that. I don't think we actually have any. Yeah. Just having a quick look at Wikipedia, it says the last UK trolleybus service operated in 1972. So they've not been used for, well, over 40 years now. People have tried to reintroduce them. There was a few tests in my local area in 1983, but that was it. Tests, and then off they went. You recognised that from Halfway House? Google is your friend. No! I don't know why it's insistent on turning itself into a bridge. Oh, there hasn't been a storm yet. I wish I could afford to order something off Just Eat. I'm gonna have to shoot off soon just to make myself something. Just for you, Wally. I'll put a storm down, but I'll be shooting off now because I'm getting quite hungry myself.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors. thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
Hopefully with the support of all you guys, maybe if you like, sub, share and all that lot, I could possibly get all of the few million. Laying on fire. I'd like to thank everybody who's been watching. Trying something new here, trying to bring the live chat into the game. As you can see, these are all the people who've been watching. People have been commenting live as I've been playing this. I'd like to thank all you guys for watching, enjoying what I'm doing, and you know, it's been fantastic having support of all you guys. There's a few ways to get hold of me. We've got facebook.com/datafreeogames, Twitter @datafreeo. I do have a few other social media applications. Oh yes, the emojis. The emojis They're everywhere, the emojis. Absolutely everywhere. So if you want to get hold of me, I'm on Twitter and on Facebook, so that's all fully available. And that's it for episode 5. No, sorry, episode 6 even. Bloody hell, I'm losing track. I'm going to go off and make myself some food. I might be back later on tonight. We'll see. We might not be playing Cities though, we might be playing another game, so it might be fun to watch and enjoy, you know, hearing me and my other friend, who's also got the same name as me, weirdly. We'll crack on with some other games and hopefully enjoy. And see you later. Bye. Bye.